Neil Thompson. This is Pen and Pencil Club.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this evening with Colum McCann.
Thank you very much. He could only be seen at certain angles, so that the watchers had to pause at street corners, find a gap between buildings, or meander from the shadows to get a view unobstructed by cornice work, gargoyles, balustrades, roof edges. None of them had yet made sense of the lions strung at his feet from one tower to the other. Rather, it was the man-shape that held them there, their necks craned, torn between the promise of doom and the disappointment of the ordinary. It was the dilemma of the watcher. They didn't want to wait around for nothing at all, some idiot standing on the precipice of the towers. But they didn't want to miss the moment either, if he slipped or got arrested or dove, arms stretched.
Early in the morning, Dreamtime, like 5, 6 in the morning, before the kids are up, before the coffee's made, before the email's read, before the newspapers are looked at, go right in and use that. That's the most creative time, and then take a break, and then look at it with a less dreamy eye, and then in the afternoon it becomes, in fact the whole process becomes less dreamy throughout the day, and you see it like shape and carve itself down. I've always wished my whole life that I could tell people that I write longhand, you know, in these great like yellow ledgers and like notebooks, and fill them all up. It's like such a romantic notion, but unfortunately I trained as a journalist, so I write directly onto, well, I first started off on a typewriter, now it's directly onto computer. So, and I always wonder about all those guys who wrote books, you know, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, and the sheer physical difficulty of, like, you know, writing and then rewriting, and having like one of those big ink-stained shirts, you know. Someday maybe I'll try and write in longhand and have a big long white shirt that's covered in ink and everything. But right now, I'm very unromantic and just write straight onto the computer. Every book deserves a room, in a strange way. Like, because you've got to spend 3-4 years with a topic. It's like it almost seems to me that you should be in the same room for you know, the whole novel, and then afterwards, you know, you got to get out of that room for as much time as you possibly can to sort of cleanse it out and clear out the air. And I think, like, the room sort of becomes a little bit, it has the air of that novel in it. So you have to, like, you know, put on the fan, open up the windows, brush the whole novel out before you get back into that same room. Because personally, I like to be in the one room for a story, or for even for a whole novel.
Yeah.
Why? First of all, because everybody has a story to tell, and I feel we're sort of intimately connected with one another. The very beautiful thing is to become part of that essential democracy of storytelling, and then to think that you're part of that community, and also then sometimes to hopefully break people's hearts, or to write something that has meaning, and to tell a good story. To tell a good story, have fun, and to tell something that you need to tell.